welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. Today I'm going to be doing a Dutch pour, or attempting to do a Dutch pour. This is a 40 centimetre by 50 centimetre deep edged canvas, and I'm going to be using some pouring paints. So they're already pre-mixed paints, which haven't had anything added to them except for the gold, which is my Mont Marte Pouring Paint gold, which is my favourite gold. You can tell by the bottle, well used. And I have a slight bit of Floetrol added to that, not a lot, but just a little bit. I'm going to be using the Global White acrylic paint, and I've added Floetrol to that, and then I've added a bit of water. Now, I'm trying to get the consistency that I've seen a lot of the greats in Dutch pour, like Rinska, Douna, Kanella Ciraco, Olga, Solby, and a few of the others. Of course, I hate naming names because you always forget some people, but there are a few of the really big ones that I watch a lot. And they really have their paint watered down a lot or thinned down a lot. So I've done Dutch pours, I've done plenty of Dutch pours, but I've never really thinned my paints down. I usually use the thickness that I normally have my paints, the same consistency. But today I thought I'll just water my base down a bit, so I have actually put a bit of water in there. And of course the pouring paints I'm using, I'm not watering them down at all, because I just want to see if they will be thin enough just to go. And that might help a few of you who are having trouble with consistency, etc. If you can just, get a bottle of something like that and be able to use it straight up. So I shall now flood my canvas, and I'll come back to you in a moment. I'm just going to pop some bubbles. And now, today I was watching Kanella, and she did this pattern where she did like an L on each corner and then blew in and had the negative space in the middle, and I thought that looked great. So I'm going to have a go at that. And over here, so I'm going to go down and across. Hopefully I won't blow it so far that I'll lose my negative space, but anyway, you never really know. So that first paint that I used, I should have told you, was the Eraldo di Paolo purple, and the second one I'm using today is the Eraldo di Paolo cobalt blue. Sorry, Cobalt Hue, H-U-E, which is a lovely blue. And then I'm going to be adding the Eraldo di Paolo metallic copper. So I've got two metallics going in today and two non-metallics. So I hope I've got enough paint on there to allow it to flow. Because you need A, for it to be thin enough, and B, to have the right depth. If you have it too much base paint, the other paints will just sink in and disappear. And if you don't have enough, you're not going to get the flow. So we will see. So now this is my Mont Marte Pouring Paint gold, which is my favourite gold so far. I have just ordered some of the Deco Art 24 karat gold, which people love. So I'll be comparing those two when I receive that. Right, so I'll just burst a few bubbles. And now I'm going to attempt to blow this out. So my hairdryer I've got that I'm using today is it's quite heavy actually, and I've seen a lot of people using these nice little mini ones. I'm not talking about the world's smallest mini blower, but a smaller hairdryer. This one's a Remington compact that I've had for a long time, and you can see I've done a few Dutch pours where I've hit the canvas there. So it is a fairly heavy one. I think I can do better, but I'll keep on using this one for now. And so I'm just going to put that on high and also on cool. I have heard some people say you have to have a cool button, others say that it doesn't matter. So I'm assuming it really doesn't matter, but I've got one, so I'll use it. Okay, woohoo, I'm loving it. I hope you like that too. I really like it. Oh, this looks like a massive butterfly to me. The body and the wings blowing out this way. And this one here, it's gone beautiful and sheer. So considering that these are pouring paints, which I have not put anything in, they're just straight from the bottle, they have blown out really nicely. They're both, I think these two colours were both semi-transparent. Yes, that one is, yep. So they're all semi-transparent. So you can see how that's given that beautiful sheer look. So that's lovely, and I'm liking how it's dense here. I'm not liking these white spots that I've got. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll show you what I do to get rid of those. I was actually going to put some cell activator on this before I blew it out, but I totally forgot all about that. But that's okay. You don't necessarily want lots of cells in there. So what I'm going to do just to get rid of these is I'm just going to lightly touch that with my finger, and I might even put a bit of colour into it. So I'll just put a little bit of colour on my mat here. And just see if I can get that to go away. Okay, so it's faded a little bit, which is, at least it's not such a circle. There. I just don't like big blobs of white. So if you gently just finger pop, you can still see there's something slightly there, but it's at least got rid of that actual white circle. And a little circle here I don't like. Another one there. That's got rid of most of those big circles that I didn't like. So if you see anything that you don't like that, you can just do that little, and it really gets rid of that spot, and just allows tiny little finger pop like that, and you don't notice it on there at all. So what do you think of that one, guys? I really like it. I'm not liking my bit of splatter here, so I'll have to get rid of that. I've got a fair bit of paint on there, but I think it will dry quite well. I have found that the Eraldo and the Global and Mont Marte white paints do dry quite well. The other day I did a beautiful little quilted piece on a tile, and I'll just show you now. It has just dried so beautifully. And I actually had that quite thick and I didn't spin it out, and I was a bit worried that it wouldn't dry well because I thought the paint was too thick, but it dried beautifully. So now, is there anything I want to do different to this? Anything I want to blow out? I actually don't think there's anything I really want to do. I like that bit of negative space there, a little bit on the corner, a little bit here, maybe. No, I quite like that. I like this. There's seriously nothing else I want to blow out about that. I really love it. There's a little bit of colour under here that's sunk through the white that I could just lightly torch to bring that colour up through there. I've seen Kanella do that several times. So she just lightly torches, but very lightly. So I'm just going to use my butane torch just on that one spot. They're not coming through very much, but that's okay. Right, I might just blow this little bit here out actually. I'd like that to be a little bit more sheer just there. I'm just going to turn this around. I've got this on my turntable to make it easier to blow out. That's better. It just brought a little bit more colour into that area. Okay, where I've put the copper here, it has sort of muddied these colours a little bit, but because it's a metallic, I think that when that dries, it'll give a lovely shimmer there. And this here, might just blow that a little tiny bit. Yep, that's better. Okay, I think you can stand here all day fiddling and just, you know, in the end you might make it worse. I love this piece of gold through here and these here. It's very nice. I really like it. Okay, so I've decided that I didn't like this piece here, and I've seen other artists, particularly Molly, I've seen do it, scrape a piece off that she didn't like. So I'm going to do the same thing. I've just took my spatula and scraped that off. Now I'm just going to flood that bit of canvas with some more paint. Got plenty of paint there. I had to quickly mix up some more, and this is a little bit thinner. Hopefully that won't make that much difference. I'll just take that over the edge, take it up to there and over. It's definitely a little bit thinner. It's probably the thickness that I should have had it, or the consistency I should say, that I should have had it before I started. And I'll just take some over the edge there. Make sure I've got rid of the coloured paint that was on the side. Okay. So I think that'll be about right. I'll just make sure I have covered that edge there so that when the paint flows over, it's nice and neat and tidy there. Right, so I did the L shape. So I'm going to, in my mind, I'm doing that same L shape. So I'm just going to bring the paint up here, like that. And bring the Cobalt hue. And I think I'll leave the copper out because it was nice there. There's a nice bit of orange there, but over here it sort of muddied things up a bit. So I'm not going to risk muddying that up again, just for the sake of a bit of copper. So now I'm just going to get my hairdryer and blow that out once again. And actually what I might do is just add that little bit of cell activator that I was going to add before and I forgot. So I'm just going to put a little bit of cell activator across, not a lot. And that was the Amsterdam Titanium White cell activator. So now I'm just going to blow this out again. And that is so much better. And did you notice how well that did flow then? So the paints were exactly the same, but my base was just a little bit more fluid. So that proves that if your base is fluid enough, your paints will flow. Okay, so now I think I'm happy with that. Just going to get rid of this few little big white bits that I've got coming up there. Give them a little finger pop and they're gone. And that is now looking great, in my humble opinion, of course. Okay, so now I'll bring you down for the close-up. Okay, so here we are coming down for our close-up. So I'm very happy with how this has all turned out. The Cobalt hue and that purple have just been lovely, and I'm loving how sheer that bit there is. I love it when that effect happens. It's always hard to pick up how nice things are through the camera. And here's this piece that I just put on there, and when you bring it up, it just looks like a beautiful bird in flight to me. So adding that bit of cell activator actually has caused a lot of these little white cells to come up, which probably wasn't what I was looking for. So I probably wouldn't do that again. But other than that, I'm really loving the composition. So thank you, Kanella, for your idea of how to lay the paints to get that composition. Loving it. And I'll definitely try that one again. Okay, so hopefully I'll see you guys back here in Studio 33 in the not too distant future. Until then, stay safe. Bye-bye.